right, tonight's Double-A Eastern League action is drawing nearer as we welcome you back to our minor league pregame show with the Bowman Prospect Spotlight. Tyler Bones is our man to watch, and he's coming off a very nice game in which he racked up 4 hits and just looked dialed in at the plate.
Yeah, anytime you get yourself 4 base knocks in a game, you're doing something right. You might have gotten a couple of gifts in terms of good pitches to hit, but, you know, it's not about the pitches you get, it's what you do with them. And from what I saw, the balls were flying all over the yard off his bat. That performance was big for his team, and I'm sure they're hoping he can do it again in this one.
Okay, Eric, Steve, and I are ready for baseball, and we'll have it for you next on the show. MLB The Show's coverage of minor league baseball is on the air as we continue our tour around the minor league. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Hartford Yard Goats and the Bowie Bay Sox. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Tyler Bones stands in for the second time. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he put a good swing on it last time, so we'll see if he can make one fall here.
Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field, and this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. A solo shot here to left. Number 18 for him on the campaign as they push the lead to 4-2.
Well, apparently these guys didn't see the highlights from yesterday because he had 2 home runs a day ago. Now he's got another home run right here. So now
Tyler Bones is set to take some more swings. He homered back in the 3rd inning.
The batter, designated hitter, Tyler Bones.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. His second of the game, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
This is just a fastball right here, but I'm pretty sure it's not where he wanted it. And that's one of those where you know it's going to be.
Show of force in this one. Probably this man.
he was definitely a RBI for him in the.
And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. And this had home run distance, but it just does hook foul. Drilled right back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit. Long throw to third, but too late, and he's safe at third. And the screen shows the story right there, as that hitting streak will live to see another day.
Oh, I'll tell you what, this is really amazing, and everybody's looking at this now. It gets harder and harder to do when people are paying attention.
On 5 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. Tyler Bones gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
First pitch on its way. Takes this the other way to right. That's in there. Base hit. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away. On 2 hits, Tyler Bones will stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance.
Tyler Bones.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Oh, and this fastball is belted to deep left center field. Does he have enough to get out of here? Yes, a home run. So a two-run shot to left center, and that is 27 for him on the year, and it's now 6-3.
Well, apparently these guys didn't see the highlights from yesterday because he had 2 home runs a day ago. Now he's got another home run right here. Now obviously this pace won't last, but man.
Well, the bats were certainly working in this one, but out of everybody, I'd say this man most deserves to be our top player of the game.
Yeah, just a great all-around game for him here. You see on the line score, 4 hits, including that big home run. You'd have to say he was instrumental in leading these guys to the victory.
And we welcome you back to today's minor league pregame show as we close in on AA Eastern League Baseball with our Bowman Prospect Spotlight. Tyler Bones is our subject. He's coming off a very nice game in which he racked up 4 hits and just looked dialed in at the plate.
Yeah, anytime you get yourself 4 base knocks in a game, you're doing something right. You might have gotten a couple of gifts in terms of good pitches to hit, but, you know, it's not about the pitches you get. It's what you do with them. And from what I saw, the balls were flying all over the yard off his bat. That performance was big for his team, and I'm sure they're hoping he can do it again in this one.
All right, lineups and first pitch are coming up next. Stay tuned for that right here on the show. The show's continuing coverage of minor league baseball is on the air. Today, getaway day here in this 3-game series between the Reading Fightin' Phils and the Bowie Bay Sox. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. My word! Tyler Bones will stand in now, coming off a perfect 4 for 4 a night ago.
Well, you look at the average on the season, guys, and he's not sneaking up on anybody. Pretty amazing numbers for him right there. So yesterday's performance, obviously no fluke.
Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field, and this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, number 28 on the season, as it's now a 2-0 ball game.
This guy's got to be at the point where he's thinking, do we really need to play another team after this? I mean, this is now 4 home runs for him in the series. You talk about a guy that looks comfortable up there. He's just had
nice running play, and there's Tyler Bones strides into the box now, launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run. A solo shot here to left, his second of the game. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
Now to the plate, Irving Murakami. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. Hit out towards second. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And the effort pays off as he's able to recover and get the second out of the inning. Tyler Bones will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take it back to inning number 4. And this was his second home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. Now a ball crushed high in the air, deep to left, way back there, and that one is long gone. A solo shot here to left. His third home run of the ball game, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
Well, we wondered what he'd have to do for an encore. Hey, here it is. His third home run of the ball game. He's having an afternoon to remember so far.
Irving Murakami will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
Sent on the ground out to second, and an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across. Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Yeah, really a game to remember for that man right there. He winds up finishing with 3 home runs. But what surprised me was, after a while, why even pitch to him?
All right, tonight's AA Eastern League action is drawing nearer as we welcome you back to our minor league pregame show with the Bowman Prospect Spotlight. Tyler Bones is our subject as he comes into this game riding an impressive 20-game hitting streak. Steve, Eric, what have you seen from him lately that's been making him successful, and how long you think he can ride this?
Well, it's really impossible to know how long he can keep this thing rolling. But I will say that he really looks like he's in a zone right now. I mean, when you think about it, even the balls that he doesn't hit particularly hard are still finding holes for him and doing some damage.
Yeah, Steve, he does seem to have some good luck on his side, but I will say he looks awfully comfortable up there at the plate right now. Seems to be seeing the ball well, and his mechanics look very sound. Sometimes everything, it just comes together, and that time is now for him. Like you said, Steve, we can't predict how long this will continue, but it certainly doesn't look like it's likely to come to an end in this one.
Okay, Eric, Steve, and I are ready for baseball, and we'll have it for you next on the show. Now from your exclusive home for minor league baseball, MLB The Show is on the air. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the Bowie Bay Sox and the Harrisburg Senators. It's baseball, it's The Show, and it comes your way next. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. Thoughts, EK? Anyone stand out?
Well, guys, everybody should be looking out for that guy in the number 3 spot. He's coming off one of the biggest performances of his career, a 3-home-run game. Maybe there's no such thing as a hat trick in baseball, but that's as close as you can get.
Tyson Bowden, a Massachusetts-born right-hander, will get the start in this one. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, he's having a very nice...
George Saldana strides in after getting a base hit and later scoring the first. Drilled on the ground to short. To second. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So 2 runs on 4 hits here. No errors. And a runner. Tyler Bones is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Takes this the other way to right, and that'll get down for a base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away. And the screen shows the story right there, as that hitting streak will live to see another day.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is really amazing, and everybody's looking at this now. It gets harder and harder to do when people are paying attention.
Well, you always hope to get a good. Time for minor league baseball here on the show as we set our sights on the AA Eastern League. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend series between the Bowie Bay Sox and the Harrisburg Senators. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad. Steve, how do they bounce back and avoid the dreaded sweep?
Well, guys, this is a power-heavy lineup. You need to stay patient and get balls up in the zone that they can drive.
A.J. Cole, a right-hander from Tyler Bones, will stand in for the first time here. 30 home runs for him on the season so far. Into the windup and the pitch. Hit hard towards center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And as you see right there, that'll push his hitting streak yet another game as he has been on fire this month.
Well, I'll tell you, anytime you go through a streak like this where you just keep getting base hit after base hit after base hit, you know, people start to take notice of what you're doing.
Ryan Flaherty will stand in, and as you can see the numbers away from home, he's been... Runner goes for second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second.
And later in the game, maybe you question this decision to run because you worry about taking the bat out of the hands of one of your best hitters. But here in a scoreless game, I doubt they're going to put him on. So that was a good job to take what's given to you.
1-2, here it comes. On the ground to the right side. To his left, Herrera. Throw is up the line as it gets away. And he'll come in to score from second base. And that is a direct result, obviously, of that poor play. Tyler Bones is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Aguilar going back, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. And he will pull in here with a leadoff double.
This guy's had such a good year at the plate. Driving in runs, hitting the ball out of the ballpark. You kind of expect a ball like this to clear the wall, but instead it's going to be off the wall. And he just cruises into second with another double on the season.
We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. Tyler Bones will step in now to lead off the inning as his guys look to maybe break the rut they've been stuck in.
Yeah, and after that first inning, it's been all zeros since. And once he kind of got settled into that groove, he's been a difficult nut to crack.
And this is going to find the alley as he might have himself his second double of the ball game. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. And he will make it back to second and be content with holding on there.
Well, he smokes this ball right here. This is a fastball, and he's right on it. Drives it right into the left center field gap, and he's going to wind up on second with a leadoff double.
Tyler Bones is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
And he's already been on base 3 times in this ballgame, so let's see if he can do it one more time.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hit hard down the line. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard. The throw into second, and he'll get in there safely.
Well, I think this was a little bit of a gamble from my perspective. I had a feeling that he'd take a big turn around first and then hold on, but he was having none of that. He's smelling 2 all the way, and he's going to make it there with a hustle double.
Ryan Flaherty steps in here. He'll look to keep.
Fly ball wouldn't be all that bad because he should be able to drive in a run with a sacrifice fly.
Hit on the ground to third. Fielded cleanly. Out to second for 1. Back to first, so they get the double play, but the run does come in to score. Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Tyler Bones, and we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. High and deep to straightaway right. Chu looks up. And this one is gone. A home run. A two-run blast to straightaway right field. Number 31 for him on the season. And the lead is now 7-2.
Yeah, and this is just a fastball right here, but I'm pretty sure it's not where he wanted it. This has got some elevation to it, and that's one of those where you know it's going to be a home run as soon as you let go of it.
Bobby Braxton stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And this is sent on the ground for Giannis. This could be 2. On to first, and they get them both.
Oh, man. That's just a backbreaker right there. You get the leadoff man on to start the 9th, and things are looking up. But then this is a made-to-order double play ball, and suddenly you're just an out away from this game being over.
Well, the bats were certainly working in this one, but out of everybody, I'd say this man most deserves to be our top player of the game.
Well, he winds up with 3/4 of the cycle. Couldn't quite squeeze in the triple, but that's all right. He definitely did enough to earn himself the hardware.
So that just about does it for... All right, tonight's Double-A Eastern League action is drawing nearer as we welcome you back to our minor league pregame show with the Bowman Prospect Spotlight. Tyler Bones is in the glow as he comes off one of his better showings of the year. His last contest, an impressive 5-hit performance, and really led the charge offensively for this ball club.
Yeah, and let me tell you, getting 5 hits in a ball game is really tough to do. I mean, sometimes you don't even get 5 at-bats, and we all know that getting a base hit is one of the toughest things to do in sports. Going into this one, I'll bet he'll be trying to emulate everything he was doing and thinking about up there because it obviously worked. And I'm sure the team hopes he has another big game. It always helps get your offense going when a guy is hot like that.
All right, pregame festivities are wrapping up. It's time for baseball, and we'll have it for you next. MLB The Show's coverage of minor league baseball is on the air as we continue our tour around the minor league. Tonight we get the week started with the first of 4 between the Bowie Bay Sox and the Hartford Yard Goats. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. Eric, who should we keep an eye on?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. He's been a one-man wrecking crew lately, driving in 20 runs over the last 10 ball games. I guess I shouldn't say one-man wrecking crew. It takes a lot of support from the guys above him to get in the position to be driven in, but he has been the man.
Tyler Bones will stand in now, one day after his amazing 5-for-5 performance yesterday afternoon.
Well, you look at the average on the season, guys, and he's not sneaking up on anybody. Pretty amazing numbers for him right there. So yesterday's performance, obviously no fluke.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Oh, and he botches it. The relay, and he is in there.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what's happening here. He's focused so much on lining up to make this throw that he actually forgets to catch the ball first. And he's going to get hit with an error for his efforts here.
Tyler Bones gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. Line to the right side. Base hit, and that'll get a run in. And you see on the graphic right there that his hitting streak will indeed live on as he just continues to hit the ball well.
Can you imagine waking up every morning, coming to the ballpark, knowing that you're going to get a base hit like he's feeling it right now?
Lou Fuentes stands in for the first time now, and he's been en fuego of late. Seen that average shoot up quite a bit over these past 8 ball games. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. On the ground up the middle. He's got it to second for 1. Back to first, and a great stretch there may be the difference. It's a double play, and the inning is over. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. Striding into the box, Tyler Bones. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
And I think we mentioned it already, but that extended his hitting streak. Swinging a hot bat right now.
High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Salinas racing back. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 32 now for the season. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
You just can't throw that pitch right there. That swing tells a story right there. I mean, he got all of that one. Remember, he homered in yesterday's ball game too, so he's riding a pretty good hot streak these past couple of days.
Here, no errors, 1 man left on. Chris Standridge will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far. 2 balls and a strike. Here it is. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw gets him. 2 down.
And I tell you, I like the way
Rafael Unoa will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ball game so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now. And we've seen some really fantastic pitching in this one.
Hit out towards second. Backhanded. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Add another 0 as it's up to 7 shutout innings so far. Alberto Salinas will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time.
And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. A golden op. Tyler Bones gets another shot, and if you remember, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Running hard. He's digging for second. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. The relay throw, the tag, and he is called out trying to stretch 2 bases into 3.
well.
And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no question he was a tough out up there. You see the 3 hits, including a home run. Without him in the lineup, I think this might have been a different story.
So that now from your exclusive home for minor league baseball, MLB The Show is on the air. Tonight, the 2nd of 4 to begin the week between the Bowie Bay Sox and the Hartford Yard Goats. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. And And now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one. Eric Karros, who you focused on?
Well, guys, everybody should be looking out for that guy in the number 3 spot. He's hit more than 10 home runs in his last 10 games. This has been a historic couple of weeks for him. The display of power that he's been putting on is just mind-boggling.
Henry Rosales, the Dominican left-hander, will get the nod to start here. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, for a starting pitcher, ERA in the low ones, he's having a fan.
Tyler Bones gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. First pitch on its way. Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field, and this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. A solo shot here to left, number 33 on the year, and that will break the seal early here. It's quickly 1-0.
Wow, he has proven to be a real nuisance in the first 2 games of this series. A home run in last night's ball game, and now another one here.
In now, Tyler Bones. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Well, I think he proved that he can turn on a pretty good fastball and hit it out of the ballpark, so you need a different approach in this at-bat.
To short, hit hard. Herman is up with it. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Tyler Bones will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. Here's the first pitch to him, and they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. High in the air and deep to left center field. Salinas looks up, and that one is out of here. A 2-run shot that gives them the lead. So a 2-run shot to left center, his second home run of the game, as they take the lead 4-3.
Well, it seems to me like we've seen this before. His second home run of the ball game. And it would seem to me that he hit that one harder than he did the last one. So he's definitely locked in.
Tyler Bones will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, we take you back to inning number 6. This was his second home run of the ball game, as he'll stand in here looking for number 3. Takes this the other way to right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Yeah, he's swinging a pretty hot bat here. 3 for 4 now after the base hit. And that wasn't a little bleeder. That ball was smoked.
Ryan Flaherty gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Runners on the move for second. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw, not in time. He's in there at second. Don't know if that was a true hit and run there with 2 strikes or not, but he's into second base safely on the strikeout. LJ Hose digs in, looking to send something into the outfield that gives that go-ahead run a chance to score from second.
Well, no complaints on this end, guys. You've got to love any game that's this tight, this late.
Line drive, base hit left field. Oh, and he ignores the third base coach and heads for home. Throw comes quickly to the infield, so that go-ahead run will have to hold up at third with 2 away. Brian Reyes steps in for a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th.
Yeah, this is a huge moment in this ballgame, Matt. I mean, you might be looking at this at-bat when it's all over as one of the turning points in this game.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. On to the second baseman covering, and he can't handle it. It'll stay right there, though, so there will be no advance. Time for minor league baseball here on the show as we set our sights on the Double-A Eastern League. Tonight it's Game 3 of this 4-game set between the Bowie Bay Sox and the Hartford Yard Goats. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad. Who are you focused on, EK?
Well, Matt, keep an eye on that number 2 spot. He's currently on pace to score at least 90 runs on the year, which is a pretty big total. So clearly he's a big...
Belted high and deep into right center. Diaz ranging back, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. And he'll round it and try for third. And they're right back in business again. He's in with a triple. And the screen shows the story right there as that hitting streak will live to see another day.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is really amazing, and everybody's looking at this now. It gets harder and harder to do when people are paying attention.
We need a base hit to get that runner home from... Steve Tollison will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch on the ground to the left side, played on the backhand, and he'll turn and fire a desperation throw to first, and the throw will not be in time as I don't think he was going to get him at. Tyler Bones gets a shot now with deuces all around. Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field, and this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Number 35 now on the season, and it's now 6-4.
Well, apparently these guys didn't see the highlights from yesterday because he had 2 home runs a day ago. Now he's got another home run right here. Now obviously this pace won't last, but man, he is hitting.
Digging in to try it again, Ryan Morgan. He drew a walk his first time up. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball swung on and hit to second. Bones. Throw just in time, and oh, that was awfully close. Tyler Bones strides forward to bat again, coming off a home run that plated 3 scores in his last appearance.
Well, he got a fastball right in his happy house on that one, and I don't think they're going to challenge him again like that right here.
Pulls this one in the air out to left, and that'll get down for a base hit. The relay, not in time, and he's in there with a double.
The right fielder, number 3.
Tyler Bones will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, his second of the game, as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Well, it seems to me like we've seen this before. His second home run of the ball game, and it would seem to me that he hit that one harder than he did the last one, so he's definitely locked in.
Rafael Unoa will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
Now a ball rolled softly to second. Bones. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
And after a hot start,
Tyler Bones will stand in again as he looks for home run number 3 in the ball game as we flash you back here to his second home run. This was back in the 5th inning as he has the long ball working in his first few at-bats. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And this will get all the way out toward the 388 sign. And a relay home. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Well, if he wants to go about getting the cycle, he's got the 3 hardest parts out of the way. Normally, this is the toughest leg to get, but he's able to make it up to 3rd. Now he needs just a single in his next at-bat to finish it off.
And a very good performance offensively for this bunch. But out of everyone, I think we should single out this fellow right here as our top player of the game.
Yeah, maybe a little disappointing that he couldn't finish off the cycle, especially since all he needed was the single. But all in all, still a great offensive performance.
Welcome you back to today's minor league pregame show as we close in on AA Eastern League Baseball with our Bowman Prospect Spotlight. Tyler Bones is our man to watch as he comes off one of his better showings of the year. In his last contest, an impressive 5-hit performance, and really led the charge offensively for this ball club.
Yeah, and let me tell you, getting 5 hits in a ball game is really tough to do. I mean, sometimes you don't even get 5 at-bats, and we all know that getting a base hit is one of the toughest things to do in sports. Going into this one, I'll bet he'll be trying to emulate everything he was doing and thinking about up there because it obviously worked. And I'm sure the team hopes he has another big game. It always helps get your offense going when a guy is hot like that.
Okay, Eric, Steve, and I are ready for baseball, and we'll have it for you next on the show. The show's continuing coverage of minor league baseball is on the air. Today, Getaway Day, the finale of this 4-game set between the Bowie Bay Sox and the Hartford Yard Goats. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. Thoughts, EK? Anyone stand out?
Well, I'll be keeping an eye on what that leadoff hitter can do in this one. He had 3 hits and 3 RBIs in the last game. Look for him to continue being aggressive on pitches in the zone as he tries to carry over some of that success.
Johan Flande. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1. Leading off the inning, Tyler Bones, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Now a ball crushed high in the air, deep to left, way back there, and that one is long gone. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 37 on the year. And this ball game is tied at 1.
Well, apparently these guys didn't see the highlights from yesterday because he had 2 home runs a day ago. Now he's got another home run right here.
Half of the inning. Last half of the 5th coming up. Tyler Bones gets another shot, and if you remember, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Shot back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. Throw comes in quickly here, so that'll hold that go-ahead run at 3rd now with still only 1 away.
Boy, I'll tell you, these are the scary ones for a pitcher. This is going to give you a pretty good angle right here because this ball is hit so hard, and it's just about right at him.
And as we wrap things up here, what do you say we name this guy right here as the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award?
Yeah, he came through with a couple of hits, but more importantly, that big home run, which really led his guys to this victory.